I've been doing this a long time, 32 years this year, and after you see some farms, I still love real estate, I still love property, I still love farms, but after you see one after another, dozens after dozens, you can get to be where you're not too impressed. But once in a while, there'll be a farm that comes up where you'll be impressed enough to say, wow. And this is one of those. And that's no salesman BS. That's the real deal. This place is fantastic. Now, if you ever heard of Renfro Valley, it's the Kentucky State Music Center and Museum and all this stuff. A lot of live music, kind of like a little Branson, Missouri. It's a country music capital, and it's just right down the road, about 4 or 5 miles. You are 4 or 5 miles to Interstate 75, which will take you north right to Richmond or to Lexington, and then of course it goes up to Sault Ste. Marie and goes all the way down south into Florida. But anyway, I-75 is just right over there, so you're really close. You're 15 minutes to a grocery store in a real town, a college town, and they got everything in Richmond, Kentucky. Look it up. You know, they've got restaurants and universities and everything. So that's a real town, 15 minutes away for groceries. And then you're just, what, 30 miles, I'll put it right here, 38 miles to Lexington. So you could commute there. This is a fantastic river bottom farm. And there's about 60 acres in these 2 fields here. And there's a creek. It's called the Clear Creek. And you can see why when you see it. It's very clear. And it's got a little house here. Now the house ain't much. It's 2 bedroom, 1 bath, little old farmhouse. Probably many families grew up in that house. But by today's standards, it's in very good condition, but it's still really small and probably not your dream house. Perfect for a hired man, perfect for a weekend place, which is what these people use it for. They use it for a weekend, occasionally used property. They come up here turkey hunting, deer hunting. Now, so you got 60 acres of bottomland that makes the most beautiful hay you've ever seen. And then you've got this level, and then you've got this next level. And this is absolutely beautiful. Now, it's not steep at all, but it gently rolls up, and then it's all flat back here. Then there's a barn back there and everything. So there's probably another, guessing, 30 or 35 acres up here. You talk about a building spot, holy moly. Now there's a barn over there I'm going to show you, and there's a food plot that they put for deer and turkeys all over this farm. And I'll show you that. Then what we're going to do is, after that, we're going to run up here into these woods that are spectacular. There's other valleys, there's other building sites on the other side. It's just fantastic. Big timber, a lot of big timber. So if you wanted to offset some of the price of the farm, you could sell this timber off and get a whole lot of your money back. I'm going to guess about 25% of your money back just on selling the timber. All right, come on, we'll go up there. So there's that road there where the Clear Creek is, just like we were saying, and then the road that comes into the farm. Well, the farm is, the farmhouse and that barn is right down at the bottom of that hill, at that foothill. But I just wanted to show you, we came up here a little bit. That's all flat and what we call Boully. So it goes up and then it goes down and comes back up again. And then there's a tobacco barn that holds about 5 acres of tobacco. If you're so inclined to grow tobacco again, some people are doing that around here. It's a popular thing because tobacco has gone up in value so much. But can you just see the deer just walking right out here? Anyway, you talk about a building spot. Whew. Anyway, this is a real good farm. I'm real impressed because it's all clean. What's woods is woods, and what's open is mowed. They obviously they're cutting hay here. They're bush hogged in the back. There's about 5 ponds. It's 425 acres, more or less. And the price is unbelievable. It's the perfect price. So remember we talked about what's open is open, what's cleaned is cleaned. This is even the woods here, some of the wooded sections. It's absolutely clean. Look at that, you can walk right through here. What adventures you have with these woods. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the aerial, which I'm going to put it right here, and you're going to have the aerial photograph, and you're going to see what percentage is wooded and what's open. And there's trails throughout the whole farm, just like this. Now all these roads that are in here were cut in here years ago by the seller, and there's been a lot of money put in here. You know, you get a dozer in here, then you got to put stone in here. Can you get a stone truck up? Probably not. And then you got to transfer it into a smaller truck. I mean, it just goes on and on. All that work's already been done. This valley in here is amazing. And it goes, if you were to follow this valley around, if you were a deer or if you were water, you're going to just follow that right on around, and it's going to be right in the back of that barn, which is an amazing place for a pond. And I mean, you could put in a ginormous lake there. And this is just one of the spots here in the back. We're gonna run up here. I'll show you what that looks like, that little valley in there, and then we're gonna run up there, go through that little spot. There's a trail actually in the woods, so it's not as steep as what it looks. But anyway, just beautiful. And like I said, it's all done for you. Okay, so we just came through that field and up through these woods to this trail, which is all cut out, all cleaned. And yeah, they have a bush hog service here. If you ran cattle, you'd be fine. They chomp and stomp all this down. If you're on horses, same thing. If not, and you wanted to just own this for recreation land, you're going to need to bush hog once or twice a year. And he's got a great guy to do it. Obviously, he's doing a fantastic job now, but it's a real service. And that just runs a few $1,000s to the whole place. So you're not talking about a lot of money. People spend big money. A lot of my friends go to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge and in Missouri and Arkansas, West Virginia, the mountains, to get views like this. You could build a little cabin up here, grab you a bottle of wine and some cheese, bring your honey up here, your family, have all kinds of adventures. But this is the kind of view they're looking for. That's all Daniel Boone National Forest, and it's right here. I mean, you're right inside the forest with this. It's not restricted, so you can build a house, you can build a cabin, you can sell it, you can buy it, you can give it to your grandkids, whatever. So it is part of the national forest, but it's not restricted. And these fields are just fantastic. Now there's some steep parts. You go over this hill, you know, you probably wouldn't want to drive down there with your car, but you know, all this here, we're driving around in the Suburban. It's got trails and roads everywhere. The bush hog guy is right over the corner there. He's got a real operation there. Anyway, just wanted to show you this. Is this just magnificent? There's a cell tower way out there, and by the way, I got perfect cell service out here, 4G, which is the fastest right now. Don't know how long this video will be on the internet, so fastest AT&T. I've posted on Facebook and everything. Look at this. This is just spectacular. You got a beautiful road going up in here. We just came through with one of those side-by-sides, like a gator called the Polaris Ranger. I can't say enough good about this. Again, I'm impressed. I want you to call. The price is unbelievable. The price is right. Call Dan. Number's right here. You're going to be glad you called. This is the right property for the hunter, for the farmer, for the horseman, for the recreation person. This is perfect.